Good evening. I did not put a notice out that I was streaming today because, oh, right, we lost power and all my settings got undone. Give me a second, guys. I need to reset some brightness settings here. That needs to be set back to 100. Dynamic range high. Hello, you can see me now! It's like I turned the lights on, but no, I just adjusted my camera settings. See, let's turn the brightness down, a little blown out there. There we go, 75%. Need to do that on the other camera, so 1 second. Oh man. I'm tired. I'm really tired. So, if you don't know, I just got back from Boston. I didn't go to Boston. I went to Manchester, New Hampshire. And I met up with Joel Telling. The positron we built was for a company called Deca. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. I'm still crying from everything that's happened. So let me tell you the story of what has happened, because yesterday was the best day of my life. And I cannot exaggerate that. It was the best day of my life. So let me tell the story from my perspective real quick. Let me pull it back and let me tell you what happened. That affecting my camera at all? No, because it's just dark. Okay. So I got messaged by Jason. Jason messaged me a few weeks ago. Actually, almost a month ago. And Jason said, "Hey, 3D Printing Nerd wants to sponsor a video." And I said, "Awesome. They want to do a video on what? On positron." "Oh, that's amazing. Awesome. What's the hesitation?" And he said, and mind you, this was during a conversation we had where we were discussing numbers. Let's be honest here. Positron hasn't made LDO money. Our target for sales was 1,000 units. And that would generate a return on investment for LDO. Now, mind you, LDO loves to do things just because they're awesome. LDO is really special like that. We love Jason, we love LDO, and we love everything that do and everything that they support. It is because of them that we get badass printers like Voron. They never had to do Voron kits. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the music down a bit here. This music is like weirdly not the tone, so I'm just gonna turn music off for a bit. So LDO doesn't have to make kits. LDO makes money by being in Prusas, Bamboos, Formlabs. They make motors for every single 3D printer essentially in the world. That's just what they do. They are LDO motors. They make money off of all these other companies making motors. They're good. They don't need to make kits. But they do. And I always had this pit in my stomach because LDO put a lot of money into positron, and I mean a lot of money into positron. And I never really thought about it, because I was focused on, hey, let's get this out. Let's support the community. Let's do this. Let's make it good, and let's just keep going. Because my mindset was, it will work. It will work, and we don't have to do anything. Like, and if it doesn't work out, it's whatever. It didn't work out. It wasn't meant to be. But there's a pit in my stomach where it's like, no, I have to at least get the ROI for LDO. I at least have to show them that working with us is not a risk. Because in the back of my mind, it's like, oh, if they don't make a profit, if they don't get at least an ROI, will they ever want to work with us again? The answer from Jason is yes. Like, they would want to work with us. They love working with us. That's like, they love working with Positron. But it's that self-doubt. It's that self-doubt that we all have just kind of clawing at us from the back. So I told Jason when he came to me with this, and he told me how much it would cost. I told him, Jason, this is a gamble. You are about to put out more money on a project that we can both agree has been received mediocrely. Let's be real. Positron's not a smash success. Like, I think we can all see that. But we aren't a failure. Our goal was within a year, so since May 2024 to May 2025, we were trying to sell just 1,000 units. That would make an ROI. And that's it, just 1,000 units. That's not hard to make. And we've gotten almost 70% of the way there. Almost 70% of the way there. Which is awesome. That means we passed at least 50%. I can say we've sold more positrons in 1 year than switchwires have. So we, at the very least, have succeeded. And Jason had told me that at the point we are at, it would be more expensive for LDO to not continue positron. So, take that for what you will. They still want to continue positron because positron is amazing. And they're proud of positron. They are very proud of positron. So, well, he's telling me that they're going to be putting out a lot more money for this. I told Jason, this is a gamble. I understand that we haven't met the ROI, and I understand that if you decide to do this, then there is a very real chance that you don't get that ROI back, ever. If you decide not to do this, that is fine. But if this would help you make this decision, I told Jason, do not give us the 5% donation that you often do. Jason, just the LDO gives us 5% of sales from positrons. They don't have to, but they do because they believe it's the right thing to do. So, I told him, use that. Use that money to make this possible. If that means it's less of a risk for LDO. Week later, I'm told that they are sponsoring this project. And they paid a significant amount of money. And I am told, hey, we need you to build a positron. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm good at that. And thus we started building the Pro Max Plus. The one that I streamed over the past week or so. So I'm building this. I got started. And then I'm told we need a second one. And I'm like, well, crap, I can't even build this one in time. So we got another member of the positron team to do it. I was freaking out last weekend because we weren't getting good parts. We were getting like some weird striations out of this. And I was told that it had to be able to print PTG reliably. And, well, we did it. You and I did it. Like, chat, you were here when we did it. We tuned it. We did it. We built the positron, and it was a good positron. It was a really good positron, actually. It was a very good positron. And I decided to drive up. At first, I wasn't even going to be there. At first, I was gonna just ship the positron because that was the idea. I would just send the positron to them. And then I was told, yeah, we need it up into the Boston area. I said, Boston? That's not far away from me, relatively speaking, in comparison to all the other like rep festivals and stuff that I've done. That's relatively close. And I told Jason, here's a moonshot idea. rather than us, ship these two positrons for like $70 each in shipping, how about I just drive up and deliver them? Why not? And so Jason said, let me find out if we could do that. So Jason reaches out to David from 3D Printing Nerd, and they said yes. I could drive up and deliver the positrons. Mind you, at this point of time, I have done no research on this company. I didn't know who the hell Deco was. I didn't know what they did. I looked on their website and like, oh neat, they did the Coca-Cola freestyle machine. Oh cool, they do Segway. That's all I knew. I didn't know if they invented Segway. I didn't know if they... All I knew is that they are an R&D company and they were somehow involved in those two things. I saw like, oh hey, robotic stuff. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. Oh, biomedical. Neat. Cool. All right. I didn't care because I had a positron to build and I had to get it done. I had to impress somebody. And I was going to do the best I could to impress them. The day I leave, the positrons are in my car, and I'm driving up to North Jersey to meet up with Madeline, who built the other positron. And the rain was horrible. It was raining the entire time I was driving. I left Delaware. I left work. I immediately left work, and it was pouring sheets of rain. I could not see more than 10 feet in front of my car the entire time. And that storm followed me all the way up to Manchester, all the way up to Boston. That storm followed me. So I was driving in the dead of night with the worst weather conditions possible, to the point where if I went anything above 70 miles an hour, I would feel my wheels start to slip. Or at least if I hit like a pocket of water. Because it was just torrential downpour. And that was for the entire 8-hour drive that I was on. I was scared. But you know what? I had my friends on the phone. I had my music. I had Dungeons and Dragons. I had my podcast. I was doing this. I was going to make this trip. And I stopped every couple hours to charge my car up because I have an EV. And I stopped, and the charging sessions were about 30 minutes each. They would normally have been only 20 minutes, but I decided to go a bit longer just to make sure I had the charge to get to the next one. And I watched Gurren Lagann. Mind you, I've seen Gurren Lagann 1,000 times. I've seen it front to back. I love it. It is very important to me. And on my laptop bag, I have Simon's Drill. It is an anime that I watch when I just need the inspiration. So I've been rewatching it. So every time I stopped the car to charge up, I would lean back in my seat and I would just watch Gurren Lagann. And I'm on, I believe, episode 3, episode 4, where, they're discovering that they can merge. And, they take Lagann and they, merge it with Gurren and they form Gurren Lagann for the first time. And always a phenomenal episode. I get to the hotel at 1 a.m. and I'm texting Joel and I'm like, hey, I made it. If I'm not down in the lobby by 8 a.m., come banging on this room. And it turns out the hotel actually had an EV charger. I was worried I would have to find another charging station. But no, they had an EV charger, so I was able to charge my car up. Yay, win! Wonderful win to start this trip off with, after having driven 8 hours in torrential downpour. I sleep. I get up at around 7 a.m. I didn't have an alarm set. I just woke up. I get dressed. I get everything ready, and I go downstairs to eat breakfast. Joel comes down around 7:30, 7:45ish, and we hug, we say hello, and we're excited about the day. We're so excited, and we get the plan set out. And the plan is we're going to start the shoot at 10 o'clock. We're going to wrap up around 1. We're going to go have lunch, and then I'm going to be on my way. That was the plan. And the plan was I was going to be home by 10 o'clock. Like, I in and out. Just showed up, said what's up, dropped off a couple positrons, and get the fuck out. That was the plan. The person, and we did that. I took out the positrons while I was eating breakfast, and I did some quality assurance, just went over a few things. There was a spring missing, so I took one from my positron, put it in the new one, and everything was good. Everything was fine. The positrons were working, and they were perfect. No complaints. So we get to Deca, and you enter this lobby, and the first thing you see as you enter the mud room, I'm going to call it. It's an entrance, not a mud room, but it's a stairwell with, I want to say, a 10 by 10 foot crane coming from the ceiling, very much for when it was a cotton mill and when they needed to move things up and down the warehouse. That's what it was for. On the left of the entrance was a massive Stirling engine that just was sitting there still. But it was beautiful. The brickwork that was laid around this engine was old, historic. Immediately you knew that this building was left alone, and its history was embedded. And to the right of that engine was a picture of a ton of women in black and white standing outside of that building. It was the cotton protests. I believe that's what they were called. And this building and its tenant was not afraid to show off the fact that there was a protest here and to highlight what that protest did for workers' rights, for unions, for environmental hazards, and all of that. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. A multi-billion-dollar company, celebrating workers' rights. Let's all be very clear. That's not something I think any of us necessarily anticipate in today's economy. You hear about such and such says this, and then all of a sudden, all these companies decide to shutter those departments. I don't have to say it. The writing is on the wall. We all know what we're talking about here. And then you walk into this building, and you see that it is celebrating everything that others are trying to bury. That's weird. It's different. But that's just a plaque on the wall. It's history. Maybe they're just proud of history. So you walk into the lobby. The lobby, behind the receptionist desk, has a ton of patent drawings just plastered along the wall. You have an aerofoil that attaches to your upper thighs that is designed to let you do, when underwater, you do like a kind of crouching motion, and by doing that, you use your strongest muscles in your legs to propel yourself even further and faster than ever before underwater with no electronical parts, just a mechanical advantage of an aerofoil. There is something straight out of Metal Gear Solid, a pneumatic person launcher that can launch an individual safely up to the top of a 5-story building. With the design being that you enter all the parameters of the day, the weather, the weight of the individual, and it will calculate the perfect parabola to launch you up to the point where the top of your parabola will be at the top of the building, so you could just step onto the building. And I'm like, what? Anyway, that's what you see right behind the receptionist desk. To the left, you see a Coca-Cola machine. And a weird little red machine in Coca-Cola Red. Like, it's very staunch, about 2 to 3 feet tall, just next to it. That I've never seen before. To the right of that, you see the Segway. And I forget what was to the right of that. But, oh, to the right of that, you see a robotic arm. And all the way to the left, you see syringes in these little things connected to tubes. We'll start with the syringes. Before the FDA was really a thing, there was no way to administer medicine to children. At least, not in precise dosages. Mind you, we're talking about before computers. We're talking about, like, we're still talking about analog computers here. And so this device was designed to administer precise dosage out of a syringe so that children could get medicine at the exact dosage that they needed it. I'm like, that's amazing. That's wonderful. And then to the right of that is the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine. That's cool. But then it was explained to us that the machine to the right of that was what the Freestyle machine was made for. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Then there's the Segway, and to the right of that was a wheelchair. Okay. And then there was an arm. And then to the right of that was a more advanced arm. And I'm like, that's also interesting. What it was showing you was the research and development projects that then led to the goal. So, the Freestyle machine was a research and development platform for a water purifier that could take any water source of any quality and turn it into the purest form of water through distillation and filtration. So pure, in fact, that it can be used specifically to create saline. The Segway is a machine for mobility, but its main goal and purpose was to be a research and development platform to enable a robotic wheelchair that would let you lift the wheelchair up onto two wheels so that the individual in the chair could be at eye level with you and use the movement of their torso to be able to lean forward and shake your hand and then lean back, and the machine just naturally follows your movement. For example, think about when you open a door. When you go to open the door, you lean forward, pull the handle, and then you lean back and open it. You can't do that in a wheelchair. But now you can. Because you lean forward, you grab the handle, and then you lean back and you open the door naturally, despite the fact that you are confined to a wheelchair. And then the arm, an old prosthetic from like World War II or something. And then one that was called Luke's arm that was fully robotic, fully articulating, and fully controlled by your mind. What this company does is they work on some commercial product that a company is willing to pay them to do. And they take all of the funding and resources from that product to make something that is meant to better the world. They made the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine not to inject us with sugary soft drinks, but so that they could provide a sustainable source of water to places where potable water just doesn't exist. Now, they admitted what they came up with was amazing, but it was too expensive. But that didn't stop them. Along the tour, they showed us this machine, this mobile clean room that could fit in a small bathroom. Like, I'm talking less than 5 feet by 10 feet. No, less than 4 by 5 feet. It was small. But what it did was it took whatever source of water you had, preferably tap water, and it would turn that tap water into saline. If you don't know, there's only two places in the United States that make saline. One of them is very prone to natural disasters, and that disrupts the entire supply chain. What if every single pharmacy had this machine that could just make saline on demand from tap water? You wouldn't have to rely on these massive factories to make the saline. You could just make it right there. And then if a hurricane hits the factory making the saline, guess what? As long as you got power, you got saline. And then the things with the scooter was just amazing. The wheelchair was, I watched a wheelchair go up the stairs without any assistance from anybody, and it was completely powered by the person in the chair. It was amazing. And that's just in the lobby. Like, this is all just in the lobby of this research place. Amazing. Beautiful. We turn around, and on the right side, I saw this giant arch machine, and I saw these pendulums beneath it. But when you looked at the top, you saw an acrylic panel. And inside that acrylic panel, I saw half discs, like discs that looked like they had break marks on them or something to that extent. And I saw a pinion going all the way through all those pendulums. And now, mind you, you look at them, they look like wind chimes. You know what I saw? I saw that kinetic toy that Joel printed, where you bring everything up to the side and then they swing in different oscillating fashions until they sync up and then they go back into chaotic motion and then they're in one. That's what I saw. And as David, the person that was giving us the tour, went and pressed a button, that's exactly what it did. It was amazing. And then they showed us a clock to the left of that for 1/3 of the time it was ticking in reverse. And then for the remainder of the time that it was ticking in double speed. So that every minute, it's one step forward, two steps forward, one step back, was the idea of this clock. A beautiful piece of art and machinery. It wasn't an electronic clock. It was a digital, it was an analog clock. And it was beautiful. And then the FRC corner. There was a tiny little robot about I want to say 3 feet tall. And it was an FRC robot. And if you don't know what FRC is this beautiful cooperation competition for high schoolers, for robotics. I was team 3151. And I saw that and I was like, oh my God, they do robotics. They do FRC. That's awesome. I love to see that, there's companies like this that support FRC. And we were brought upstairs, and when we got upstairs to the left, there was a Terminator T800, with 2 of those arms that I told you about earlier. And it was really cool. Hold on, do I have a photo of it? I think I have a photo of it. There's some things I cannot show you photos of, but I think I can show you the photo of this. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I do have a photo of it. Here you go, chat. Just standing there. I'm like, whoa, so cool. And then that was to my left. I look forward, and this is what I see. The first global Bill of Rights, or Bill of Responsibilities, sorry. I took a step back. I went to high school, just as all of us probably have, and I didn't know what I wanted to be. I was a teenager that didn't know what my life was going to entail, and I only had a few years to figure out what I wanted to do. My freshman year, I had no idea. It was whatever. My junior year, or sophomore year, whatever one came second, I signed up for this robotics club. And I loved it. It was fun. It was awesome. It was engineering, and I loved it. My second year of robotics, I was the electrical team captain. I wired the entire robot, and it was really fun. And then my third year, my final year, I was the team captain. And we didn't do good that year, but we had fun, and that was important. That was the important part. We had fun. So I took a step back when I saw this, and I'm like, wait, these guys don't just do first. They clicked, and I think Joel told me they don't just help FRC. They are FRC. And I'm sitting there looking at the bill of responsibility that I looked up to. That I looked to, and I started crying. Because it is because of, I am right here. I am here right now doing all of this with Positron, with Prusa, with Printed Solid, because FRC Robotics put me on that path. And I was standing where it started. Choking up a bit, I'm sorry. We get put, we're told that the person we were going to meet was running late. So we went on a whole tour of the entire facility, and I saw the most amazing things I have ever seen. I saw a machine that was using fat cells to create stem cells to then grow the lattice work for new organs to be grown so that a donor would not be required. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, you could grow a new liver for somebody. And then they showed us further down, and then I was shown a machine that was designed to grow hearts for children. Because there's no donors for infants. If an infant has heart failure, not much you can do. But they wanted to figure that out. They weren't doing it for the money. They just didn't want kids to die. Then they showed us another section where they were working on life support systems for organs so that they could be transported. Right now, an organ transplant gets put in a Ziploc bag and tossed in a box of ice. That's how we transport organs right now. We put it in, we treat your transplant organs just as well as someone treats their tailgate party. Let's think for a moment how ridiculous that is. How outdated that is. We have the technology to keep that organ alive by giving it what it needs to live. And we're not doing that. But we could. And what do we need if we send astronauts to Mars and they need a transplant for some reason? Well, I can tell you right now, the fucking cooler ain't gonna last more than 6 months. Man, if that thing can't hold my sodas for more than a day, it sure as shit ain't holding a heart for a month. So the idea is that all of this comes together to allow us not only to, help bring organs to the people who need it, but also to enable us as a civilization to leave the fucking solar system. We go and get lunch, and it's delicious. It's amazing. It's wonderful. We had pizza. A simple meal. A meal that brought me back down to earth after seeing the future. all these wonderful machines that we have access to and are being developed in some weird billionaire playground, but like not as you would think, but like someone that was investing in our future. And I sat there and I realized that all the technology they were doing was they wanted, I'm crying, I'm sorry. They strongly believe that the success of the human race and the way that we have to secure our future is through kids, through that generation, through the generation that we are teaching how to be makers, engineers, scientists. And I was part of it. I am one of those people that they inspired because they gave me the ability to find my passion and to find what it is I want. And because of that, I am where I am right now with this wonderful job that I have at Printed Solid, with this wonderful hobby that I share with all of you, with all the friends that I have, and all the amazing trips that I've gone on. Is because this company believed that it was important for kids like me who struggled with math and textbooks and reading. They wanted to get my hands into engineering so that I could find a passion. When Dean walked into the room that we had set up for this film, he waved to Joel and he waved to David and he went right for me. Put his hand out and said, "Hi, I'm Dean and I run DECA." And I said, "Hi, I'm Anthony of Positron 3D." I paused because I was so taken aback because I said, "And I am alumni from Team 3151 Cyberstorm." And the smile on this man's face was bigger than anything I have ever seen. It was pride. He had been told about the positron for the past 2 months, how this amazing little machine is so capable to do what it is they want to do with robotics. How this amazing little thing, it's in a filament box. And it just clicked in his mind that this beautiful design that he had been so hyped up about was brought to life by an FRC kid. The pride I saw in his face was that of a parent to their child after seeing them achieve greatness. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. Like, I don't. You all know I don't give myself praise. I probably should give myself more praise. I don't do that. But he was just so happy, and he looked at me and said, 3151. That team's about 15 years old, isn't it? And I said, "Yeah, sir, it is." They said, "Yeah, that's." And when did you join? When did you graduate? And I said, 2016, about 10 years ago. And he said, "That's amazing. But where did you graduate?" And I said, GCIT, Gloucester County Institute of Technology. It's like, no. Where did you graduate? And I said, "Oh, I went to Rowan University, but I dropped out after a house fire." He had a kind of perplexed look on his face. Because I think he expected me to say some Ivy League college or university that I graduated from. But I just told him no. I was a dropout. And I taught myself all of this. I don't know if that look was him being impressed, maybe astounded, or taken aback. Not like in an offended way, but like unexpectedly. And he looked at this machine, he looked at the positron, and he just loved it. And he started talking to us about how we have a problem in our society, and that is right now, 50 years ago, the United States built 50% of all the ships in the world. We were the shipbuilders. Today, we make 0.5%. Why? Because we taught our kids how to be pencil pushers. We didn't teach them how to be engineers. We didn't teach them how to be makers. They grew up thinking that labor was a poor man's job. That, the money is in the corporations and whatnot. We didn't teach them that hard work was good work, and that something as simple as being a welder was critical to everything we did. Because we grew up in a world of cheap plastic and cheap commodity. And how do you fix that? I'm going to let him describe it best when the video comes out. But at the end of this video, where he's talking to Joel about the current problems they face, and talking about this new XRP platform for robotics, the print on the positron, this is a stand-in. We were printing a PosiCube. It finishes, and Joel reaches out and just plucks it from the bed. Mind you, I'm in the corner like, ah, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail, ah! Like panicking in the back of my mind because I forgot to clean the bed. And Joel didn't help because as soon as the filming was done and as soon as Dean left, Joel's like, yeah, that thing was holding on for dear life. I saw it about to fall off. I'm like, ah! I didn't use Vision Miner. I should have used Vision Miner. Maker, we are making wacky stacky bins. But I'm just finishing up this story. At the end of the video, and this is recorded, Dean looks down at the positron and he goes, engineering, I don't, this is not verbatim. I forget exactly what he said, but this is how I ingested it. He said, engineering is important, and it is important for our kids to learn how to be passionate about engineering. This beautiful machine was made by the founders of Positron, who grew up in FRC. And it is because of their passion for engineering that they brought this beautiful piece of technology to life. I was crying, dude. I was in the corner. I was bawling. I was a ball of panic. I was a ball of God knows. I was like, ah. And they loved it. They just loved it. And I can't say anything else about what happened. But I can say that yesterday was the best day of my life. Because I was in a room. Sorry, I'm tearing up again. I was in a room with Joel Telling, the man that absolutely helped inspire me to get into 3D printing, that showed me how fun 3D printing could be. I was hanging out with Joel, and I I get to call Joel a friend. This person I looked up to, who inspired me to get into this hobby, I was I was buddying up with, I was hugging. He's my friend. I'm sitting here like, oh my god. And then I was talking to Dean, and he's sitting there. He believes so strongly in how education is important, but a textbook isn't going to teach you shit. It is getting your hands on the things you're passionate about that is going to be what teaches you, that lets you learn these big, complicated things. And I was living proof of it. It was because of this man and his genuine belief that our future as a society and as a species is in our kids, is in the future generations. And that we should not be failing them. We should be empowering them to not even conceive of what the word impossible means, because it doesn't exist. Anything you can think of can be done. And I am here today with purpose and fulfillment in my life because of these beautiful people that have beautiful hearts and beautiful minds that empower us to do what it is we want to do. Motherfucker, I was in the place where science fiction magazines were written upon, of technology that is so far beyond what we think to be conventional, just there, waiting for approval. I heard this man get so upset when he heard the name of an individual who is trying to take funding away from education. And I'm going to say it's not not a name you would likely think of off the top of your head, surprisingly. And the way that he immediately just said, I don't like that. We're going to take money from this place instead, and we're going to make sure these kids get what they need. I swear to you, if Bruce Wayne was inspired upon any person, it would be this man. I got to meet him. And it is because of him that I found my passion. I found who I am, and I found my community. And I want that for every kid that lives today. I hope that I can help. You know, I'm not good at math. I'm not good at books. I'm not good at school. I'm terrible at school. I dropped out of school twice. I dropped out of university, then I went to community college to become a teacher, and I dropped out both times. Because I'm just not a good student. But it's not that I'm a bad student, it's that our system isn't designed to teach me. Because I learn with my hands. I learn by getting into the nitty gritty and just doing it. And oh my god, we're gonna be helping. And I'm so excited for that. I'm going to be helping. And I don't give a damn if anybody knows my name. Because if I can help at least one kid find their passion in life through what it is I do, that's all I could ask for. That's all I could ask for. I'm sorry. I'm getting so emotional. I am such an emotional wreck, guys. Oh my god. Let me reset this camera real quick. Ah. Do I press and hold it? I don't really know how this reset button works. Oh, I gotta unplug it. There we go. Oh my god. Oh. There we go. Hello. Let's get the music back on. Hey, remember that Kit Kat fidget from last stream? I've catted it and have chocolate colored filament and magnets coming. Dude, that's so cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still. I cried for 3 hours on my drive home last night because I was calling my parents and I was telling them everything I did. Oh, Asha, I think we can agree that one's character is not necessarily defined by what they do, but by the pattern of what they do. And I like to believe that my message has never changed. My target has simply shifted. For those who don't know, I used to run an online radio, and it's still going. I stepped away from it. And the idea was that I wanted to bring together friends that had a passion for music. I was a DJ. In fact, one moment, I DJ'd quite often. So much so that here's my turntables. I DJ'd like every Friday. And it was fun. And we started this club because we wanted to spread that passion of music. And for anybody that wanted to, we wanted to teach them how to DJ. You know, just a stupid little thing that was just fun. And we did some pretty awesome stuff. We did music festivals digitally that were like the size of like Sensation White, Sensation Black, like these huge music festivals we were doing digitally with like the same production value because it was fun. It was awesome. And my goal with that was that I just wanted to help teach people actual useful skills. And I wanted to. My very strong belief was that in a volunteer organization, you can't ask of anyone to do anything in particular because you're not paying them. So my idea for this club was, let's provide a professional environment where people can make mistakes and learn and better themselves through these mistakes that they make, because they're bound to make mistakes. And at least we could be a place where they can learn and learn how to just be better. Because that's what I did. And that's how I, came to where I am. I stepped away from all this after Positron pulled me away because I volunteered to help Kraylin with the version 3 of the Positron, and subsequently, when he had to step away, I worked on the 3.2 with LDO. And my goal hasn't changed. At least I like to believe it hasn't. But I wasn't expecting this. I never expected Positron to possibly come full circle like it is. When I worked on the 3.2, all the design decisions I was making, I had FRC in mind, because I thought, in FRC, you have a pit crew, and the pit is less from the edge of that, of my XL to here. That's all the pit space you get. You really don't have any space. You get very little space in a pit. And everyone's always like, oh yeah, we need a 3D printer for the pit. Yeah, we need this. That's going to be great. No, you don't. And I say that because look how much space this takes up. That's valuable space in a pit. That's where you can put a battery charger. That's where you can put your tools. That's where you can put a spare part. That's where you can put the hammer where you need to knock... Oh, your robot's overweight by like 2 pounds? All right, give me the goddamn drill and a hammer. I'm going to knock some metal out of this thing. That is a true story that I've done. To get under the weight restriction. We literally... We drilled holes in our robot, and we took hammers, and we banged out hexagons out of our sheets of metal so that we could make the robot lighter. It worked! And it was amazing. It was so great. It was so beautiful. But you have very, very limited space in the pit, and you cannot, and I mean you cannot, dedicate space to a 3D printer. It's too much. Oh, are you failing? Please don't tell me you're failing. Okay, there's a little thing. I just need to pause. 1 second, guys. Where are my cutters? I don't... Oh, right, they're in my car. Still all emotional. So, positron is perfect for the pit. Because, hey, when you're done with the positron, you can put it in a filament box. And then you can put it in a drawer. It doesn't have to take up permanent space. You can just deploy it when you have to print something, and then put it away when you're done. Or, hey, we need to print this part. Okay, take the printer out of the pit. Go put it in the bleachers. As long as you have a battery pack, guess what? You can print. Mitch taught us that. So it's come full circle. They want... You know, the idea of giving a positron to an FRC team completes me. It completes me. I grew up through FRC, and now I might be helping FRC to empower more students to find their passion just like I did. Guys, I cannot believe that this is happening. I cannot believe that this is where I am. I've not done that, Tasha. I've tried. I've actually tried, but whoever is there now, I don't think any of the teachers that were there when I was there are there, and obviously any of the students or that aren't there. This is it's been 10 years since I went to high school. So, they're not there. And that just is what it is. I think one day I'm going to get off work early, and I'm just going to walk up to the school, walk up to the receptionist, be like, hey, my name's Anthony. I graduated in 2016. I would like to talk to whoever's in charge of robotics. And I'm just going to be blunt. I'm just going to walk in and be like, yo, sup? I'm here for you. And I am hoping it is a teacher that I remember, because I want to walk in and just give them a goddamn hug. Yeah. That's what happened yesterday, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the video. I think what's hilarious is the positron was not doing so good because I made the mistake of deciding to show them Elixir filament. They loved the aquamarine Elixir. And, well, let's just say silk filament doesn't look good when you're printing really quickly. we only had 30 minutes, so I can only print a calibration cube. And, well, they really like the Elixir Aquamarine. So we chose that to print with. And you could see the printing artifacts pretty bad in the print because we were going a little too fast for the material. You could see Z-banding lines because it's going too fast for the aquamarine color. Remember how on stream we were trying to figure out why these weird striations were forming in the print? And we found out, oh, it was just going a little too fast? Yeah. Oopsies. So, thankfully, Joel and David, they're gonna put in the video, Z-banding lines are a result of us pushing the printer a little bit past its limits on this specific filament. Because it's true. When I upgrade and have older printers that function well, but are not needed anymore, I go through the school resource counselor and find, yeah. And that's amazing. That's phenomenal, and I want to do something like that. And I want to tell you guys so much more. I want to talk so much more about what I am going to be involved in and what it means for positron and so much more. But I can't. Because NDAs, you know? But let's just say I opened this up with how positron was struggling a bit to meet the goals that LDO was hoping for us to achieve. I can't give you numbers. I can't tell you what's going on. This was a gamble by LDO to sponsor this entire thing. I would like to believe that it has paid off. And I'm no longer worried. And that's where I'll leave it. Yesterday was the best day of my life. And I am so happy for it. Thank you for listening to my 1 hour long story on everything. I hope I didn't break any NDAs by telling you about what I saw, because oh my god, it was amazing. But guess what? I didn't sign an NDA with Deca. So you show a nerd cool shit, and the nerd's gonna tell his friends about the cool shit he saw. I printed bumper stickers. So, for those of you who don't know, I have a Tesla. For those of you who don't know, I identify as they, them. For those of you who don't know, I am queer. For those of you who don't know, yes, you can start to see problems. So, I was driving up to a weird place with my car. I didn't want my car to get vandalized. So I made bumper stickers. This one says, I drive like I'm chaotic neutral, just like my pronouns. It's the fucking D20. This one had a layer shift, so this one's not going up. But I may share the STLs for this. I drive like I'm chaotic neutral. It is so true, dude. It turned out great. Another one I made, which I did post to printables, is LDO Motors is greater than, aka better than, Tesla Motors. Because as soon as Jason releases a freaking EV kit car, I'm buying that and I'm driving it everywhere. I don't care I don't care if that thing's made of 40/40 extrusions. I'm absolutely gonna drive an LDO car. You kidding? Yeah, that's happening. It's gonna be built by KB3D. Oh my god. The Prusa car. The LDO Prusa car. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm gonna call that the That's gonna be the Prusa truck. We have some cool stuff to start hopping into. Um, tonight, the stream's not gonna go on for super long tonight because I am tired. How do we enter the Filament giveaway? The Filament giveaway will be opened up soon. We're going to be doing 2 giveaways. We're going to be doing an LDO Filament giveaway, and we're going to be doing a Jesse Filament giveaway. So there's going to be 2 tonight. In about 15 minutes, I will get the first link up. We'll first be doing the Jesse Filament giveaway. And then after that, we'll be doing the LDO Filament giveaway. The Jesse Filament giveaway, you get to pick whichever spool filament you want from our Jesse Filament line at Printed Solid. So that includes our PLA, PETG, and our Elixir filaments. So if you want some really pretty filament, that's the one where you get to pick it. The LDO filament giveaway is random. So you will get a random spool of ABS filament. All of the colors are really nice, and the filament is really nice to use. I've heard phenomenal things about that filament. And I've enjoyed using it as well. In fact, I used it for... Yeah, actually, it's loaded up in my Mark IV right now. I used it for that LDO bumper sticker. So my bumper sticker that says LDO is better than Tesla, it is literally in LDO blue. So that is amazing. I also printed using some yellow that I had. I printed with aquamarine and yellow. I printed a Ukrainian trident for my car. Absolutely love it. I don't have the file. I can't share the file. Or I could share the file for that. I don't have the link for it. But if you search, Ukrainian trident, you'll find the little shield that I used, and I just painted it in the slicer, and yeah, did the thing. Anyway, thank you so much for just listening to me rabble for an hour. I am so very excited for when that video comes out, because it was extremely fun to shoot. It was extremely fun to produce. And I'm so incredibly thankful to Joel and David and Dane for everything. It was so good. Thank you, Maker Mindset. I do appreciate that. And hello, Damascus. Welcome. Hope you're having one today. Real quick, before we actually jump into what we were kind of going to be working on today, make sure to like and subscribe. We are... How many subscribers do we have? Let me check. I'm curious. My channel. Let's have a look here. Oh, yeah, we're at 602 subscribers. Hell yeah! And let's see. I haven't checked up my my stats here. So we are very close to becoming monetized on YouTube. That doesn't mean too much to you guys, but what it means to me is that what we're doing here will obviously be monetized, but it also means that we can do more of what we're doing, and it's going to be awesome. This has not necessarily been something that we've been really gunning for. This is just something that we're going to unlock as a result of streaming as much as we do. And so we are 270 hours away from unlocking that. So hey, just make sure to like and subscribe. That's going to be, super useful and super helpful. In order to unlock the tier after that, we need to reach 1,000 subscribers. So that's going to be our next goal. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can do more cool stuff. Matt Al, welcome. Seems like you had a great adventure and an awesome life experience. I did. I absolutely did. I posted it on Twitter and shared the whole story there. It's just beautiful. And I did it on Twitter because character limits and stuff. I'll probably copy it over to Blue Sky at some point. Okay. We have a cool kit to build. I printed out all the parts, and they are all in here. Big bag. A big bag. Big bag. Big bag of stuff. Ricky Cisco, welcome. We are going to go ahead and get this prepared. So this is all in dark magic PLA. I might reprint a few parts so that we have some accent pieces. But yeah, very excited to build this. Let's go ahead and swap over to the overhead camera now that it is working. There we are. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Oh, it's a bit dark. I have to fix that. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Now let me go to the actual app here. Compensation. There we go. Now you can actually see. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Let's get all the printed parts out. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I had to order a USB cable for this. I'm going to have to do that. We have one. We are building the Frax arm. Or at least we're going to attempt to build the Frax arm. I don't entirely know what I'm doing, but you know what? That's kind of the fun part about it. I don't know if there's instructions for this. I think it's just look at the CAD and good luck. So part of me kind of wants to just attempt to build this without any instructions, but we're gonna look at the actual instructions for this because that's the right thing to do. Come on, I'm trying to get like the last of the pieces of filament out. These are really small parts. Okay, that is it. Everything's out. Okay. I might print some parts in... Let's see. How does that accent? Is that... Ooh, that actually accents really well. Yeah, so that accents it very well. I think we will definitely be doing that. So this piece here... If I'm not mistaken, this goes like that? Yes, okay. That's definitely how that goes. Guess what, guys? We got our first part done. Look at that. We did it. We did it, guys. Be proud of me. First assembly done. Alright, let's actually look up to see if there are instructions on this. Just tips. That's it. There is... Yeah. This is a stand for the Frax arm. Yeah, this is the arm thingy. So this just attaches to your desk. Okay, no, that's designed. Okay, cool. I saw weird, like, wavy stuff, and I thought that the print had a problem. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Literally, there's no guide at all. So, this is going to be the first guide on how to build it. Let's go ahead and get all of our parts out. Let's have a look at what comes in this kit. Okay, so those are the same length. Yep, okay. Are these the same length? Yes, okay, thankfully, all the extrusions are the same length. So you can't get that wrong. Okay. The center arm uses a pair of magnets to pull arms together from apart. Build two arms with magnets that attract each other. That's a mouthful. Okay. So based off what I'm seeing here, this goes like that. Obviously, there's going to be nuts that go in between those to hold those together. Okay, so let's start laying out what parts go to what. So obviously, we have 4 of these. So like this. Yep, okay. This. There's no guides or instructions, so I'm looking at a picture of this, and I'm guessing. I will pull up the CAD later, and we'll figure it out, but we are starting with just this. Okay. There we go. Now, I see. So, this piece has a spot for magnets. That does not. Okay, okay. So let's identify those pieces. That has a spot for a magnet. Oh, I'm gonna need glue, aren't I? Uh-oh. I have to order glue. We're probably not gonna get this done in a single night, but okay, those are all the same. Those are all the same. Okay. So the center arms use a pair of magnets to pull arms together when parked. Build two arms with magnets that attract to each other. The center arms use a pair of magnets to pull the arms together when parked. So these are the ones with the magnets. I don't know what that means, though. It's a little confusing. And it's only confusing because I don't see how it goes together just yet. So let me download the CAD. Let's just download the CAD and get that going. So here's the CAD. Download. Save. Okay, well, that's a small CAD file. Okay, let's open up Fusion. Now let's see what goes into this. I really have no idea. I presume this is similar to just like an engineering lamp or something. All right, yep, suspend Fusion. Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm hoping this is a quick build. I would love to actually like do a video on this if it is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and default project, upload, select files, downloads. Where is it? There we go. Flex arm. Open that. Upload. Give that a minute. Yeah, this is the thing that this goes to. All right, let's take this off real quick. So this is gonna go. Okay, this I need to do multicolor because I can't read that for shit. But that's gonna go there, and then all of the heatset inserts can go in there. That's pretty good. I like that. All right. Still waiting on the upload of the Frax arm. Okay, so this goes somewhere. I don't know where. This has kind of the handle. And I'm guessing this goes here. Oh, yeah, that's exactly it, actually. So that goes there. And that just threads into the plastic. Okay. And then, ooh, I see. Okay, so I'm presuming this goes like that. I'm fully guessing all of this right now. Well, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So this, the two arms are going to go into this at the end. It does use Gridfinity, which is very exciting. All right. So let's work backwards here. Let me go ahead and do a window capture to show you guys Fusion. Yep. There we are. Okay. So let's see here. Oh yeah, look at that. I got this almost right. I just have the direction reversed. Oops. Also, apparently I'm missing a thing that goes over this. Apparently. It's fine for now. I'll print it out of orange later. I could have sworn I printed that, but I guess I didn't. That's whatever. Okay, so this kind of goes like that. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I will go ahead and take this off for now, since that looks like a last assembly piece. Okay, let's actually start building this kind of in reverse. Let's start at the soldering iron. So let's go in here. What is this? So this is an M3 by 8. M3 by 8. Okay. Do I have M3 by 8 already? I have BHCS. Oh, SHCS. Here we go. That's empty. Okay, so let's actually look in here. And here's the hardware kit. With that bit you're missing on how do you use the buttons. Oh, sorry, no, I'm not missing anything. My bad. Sorry. This doesn't get a cap. This stays as is, and then these just kind of squeeze in to hold it in place. Right. Sorry, I totally just misunderstood that. If you're using a pine sill, there's a cap that goes over this because the buttons are up here. So, okay. I actually like this better instead of the pine sill for this application. So, I like this. Okay, I was a dunce. We can continue this. Okay, so M3 by 8. So that's truss head, M10, 3 by 20, 3 by 8. Here we are. Okay. Let's first do this. So, let's see. I have 2 of these. Which one do I want it to be? I can kind of have this one, which does give me a bit more length on the tool. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. The shorter one. So let's go ahead and get that in. Okay, there's magnets that go in there. I'm gonna need more super glue. Good thing I didn't do this out of PTG, otherwise I'd be kind of boned right now. All right. So this is the KB3D kit. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna have to update my link, but KB3D through our affiliate link can give you 5% off now. I have to update the link though, but yeah. Yeah, the next heat insert press will be made using inserts, right? Well, there we go. All right, that's cool. All right, so is there 2 CAD models in here? Oh yes, hold on. So if I isolate, here it is. Okay. So what's in here? M3 by 12s. Okay, so we can unisolate that. This is M3 by 12s. Let's go ahead and install those M3 by 12s. Let's get that out of the way. M3 by 12 by 5. Button head? That looks like it's made for Saga head. Do I have other M3 by 12s? 2. Let's see. Do I have some down here? Yes, I do. Let's use some of these. certainly interesting how it is using just like 3D printed threads, essentially. I like it. I'm fine with threading directly into plastic. Honestly, it's a little underutilized in 3D printing. Threading into plastic works just fine, especially for stuff like this. It's absolutely underutilized. Okay, I think this TS101, this is definitely just going to be permanent to this tool. I don't think I'm ever going to undo this. Because removing this is going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, just getting it on kind of sucks. But that's just because I have carpal tunnel. Agreed. And since this is just threaded into plastic, I'm likely just going to leave this as it is. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, so magnets have to go in there. Shoot. I need super glue. We had a problem last stream where I was actually running low on super glue. Let me just look around real quick. Did I have another bottle somewhere? I think I did. Let me look. I think I had a bottle that I brought to Rep Fest. No? No. No. Okay, I did not. Huh, I thought I did. Alright, so I need to go buy super glue. I think I have enough to do this project. I may not. I very likely don't. No, it's starting to look like I don't. I have silicone glue, but that's not going to work. I also have Vision Miner, which also won't work. At least not for what we want. It's a great bed adhesive, but that's the thing. It's a bed adhesive. Certainly not anything more than that. Okay, well, it looks like I have to buy like a moderate bottle of super glue here. Let me do that. I mean, I'm fine with doing like everything and then doing the gluing later. That's fine. It's totally okay. As I have to text Rob. Okay, Amazon. Okay. Super glue. I need it tomorrow, if possible. 2 day, 1 day. It's okay, yeah, that'll work. There we go. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. We'll do that. Oh, I need to add $11 more to get, like, next day delivery. Okay, hold on. Let's add another one. Okay. I got medium and thin. You start getting ready for work. Oh, well, thanks, Maker, for stopping in. Do appreciate you. Oh, did I not order that cat food? Oops. Well, I need that tomorrow, so... Okay, well, super glue's on its way. So we'll get this glued up on Monday, but we'll actually build it now. Just get that out of the way. So, yay. Okay. So this is virtually done. Okay, so, I see. Okay. Okay, I see. So this is... What? Washer? That's weird. Okay, M3x8 FHCS. And that's going to go into a hex nut. Okay. And then this is an M3x8 SHCS. So let's look at, on this side here. Okay, yeah. All right, sweet. This makes things easy. Is this the right fit? Yes, okay. That's going to make my hand like me a bit better. All right, so we're putting an M3x8 into here. Is that actually... Oh, yeah, that's threading. I was like sitting here like spinning it. Like, is it doing anything? Oh, shoot. I totally forgot the hex nuts. Let's see, here they are. Okay. This is easy so far. Watch, the next step requires a PhD in quantum physics. I just jinxed myself. Okay, I need M3x8. Yep, you guys. Thank you for the reminder, Maker. Let me go ahead and post that link before I go too much further. All right, delete all responses. Yep. Manage, accept responses, copy responder link, shorten URL, copy, save, move over to live stream, go ahead and paste, and go. And then pin that message. There we go. Filament giveaway posted. Okay. Anyway. That goes in there. That goes in there. There we go. That's done. Sweet. That was easy. Yeah, that was really easy. Okay. The rest of this should be just as easy then. Oh, I did those on the wrong sides entirely. Thank you, Wobble, for subscribing. Do appreciate it. What the? Why is that not going in? Oh, there we go. Got it. Hey. What's the word, Clown Hammer? We are making the Frax arm right now. This thing is fun. Already. We have only just started, and it is very fun. Oh, come on. Go in. There we go. Okay, now it's time for these. Presume they're being done the same way. I'm really not... There's no instructions to look at, so we're just kind of winging it. We're looking at the CAD and just going with the flow. Okay. Wait, why is that not threading? Oh, I see. That's weird. Why is that not working? Huh. That is apparently stuck. Somehow. There we go. Let me just put this in here. Thread that. Actually, I am realizing there's an easier way to do this. I've been doing this the harder way. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, if you're making this yourself, go ahead and put this screw through that hole, right? You're going to thread it just a couple of times right there. No, come on. No, go in the hole. This is tricky. Maybe this, like, isn't the way to do it, but it does make the next step a little bit easier, technically. Now that those are threaded like that, then all you have to do is kind of slide it in. If it will let you. There we go. Just like that. And now they're threaded. So now you just have to tighten the whole thing down. Pop that in. And that will keep them in the correct spot. And then from here, we just tighten these parts down. There we go. Simple as that. Get my hat off. I was wearing a hat all day yesterday, so I'm kind of tired of wearing hats for at least a little bit. Okay, so again, pop that in. All right, there we go. Get that on there. Oh. And that's on. That. That part's done. Ow, ow, ah, ah. I just rolled my wrist on the bone right here. Oh, that hurt. That did not feel good at all. It feels weird because yesterday felt like a weekend. It was technically a day off for me because I took a personal day. So I went back to work today. It feels like I'm supposed to go back to work tomorrow because yesterday felt like a weekend. But no, yesterday was just a Thursday. Which filament is that? It looks cool. This is Cookie CAD, either Black Magic or Dark Magic. This is PLA, because, I'm not going to be enclosing this, so PLA will work just fine for our purposes. The mount, this mount is in ABS, but it's also the same color. I am likely going to reprint some of this out of orange, just to act as an accent piece. But for now, This seems like it's such an easy assembly to redo, so I'm happy doing this at a later time. What the fracks? Especially now knowing that some of these have to be out of PETG, this is giving me a better idea of what parts should be accent and what parts shouldn't be accent. So I'm actually really glad that I waited. I just went with like a bone stock configuration for now. Like, this is going to stay out of ABS, but other parts that accent it are definitely going to be out of PETG. Especially parts that don't require any adhesive. It's like parts that require some magnets, I'm not going to do out of PETG. But any parts that don't require magnets, that is going to be likely to be replaced. Just for the sake of making it look cool. You can get the kit from KB3D, and if you use my affiliate link, I have to update it, I believe, but if you use my affiliate link, then you get 5% off on anything from KB3D. And I think that's like a continuous thing. Actually, let me pull up my KB3D link. Saw Cookie CAD releasing some new colors. Ooh, yeah. They're working on it. Okay. So, affiliate program. Okay. Yeah, okay, look at that. Yeah. Okay, what if I just... Okay, here we go. So, if you guys want... Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know which one to give you. Okay, so if you guys want, here is a link to the arm, and you guys can get 5% off with this link. There you go. So if you want to pick up this kit at KB3D, you can get yourself 5% off by using that. which is awesome. It's so cool. You guys are... That is a wonderful thing that KB3D is doing. Other retailers, we're not going to name any, will like offer you 5% discount for the first time that you use the affiliate link, and then that's it. Like you can't use it again, or any other affiliate link. KB3D, you can reuse the affiliate link, as far as I know. I don't know if you're going to get a discount the next time you use the affiliate link, but you can continue to use our affiliate link if you want to keep supporting Positron 3D and me. So yeah, love KB3D. KB3D is awesome. For all Prusa parts, print a solid. For other stuff that we don't carry, yeah, you know where to go. Okay, so these require magnets. We're still going to just go ahead and install them, because it should be fine. All right, in like 13 minutes, we'll do the first filament giveaway. Wow, there we go. Go, that's on there. We're gonna have to glue a magnet there. Then do it the same on the other side. Okay. That in. Okay, there we go. The first parts of the assembly are done. Let's look back at the CAD here. Okay, so that's... Ooh, did I missed a step. That's okay. We can undo things as needed. All right. So let's see here. This gets a lot of hardware. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff to that. Let's see here. Okay, so these pieces. Okay. We put these to the side as these are not used in this next part of the assembly. On this, we're going to have to undo some of what we did. That's fine. We did have instructions, so we're kind of winging it. Okay. So, go ahead and undo this. Actually, yeah, all we have to do is undo this a little bit. So take that out. And then take this out as well. Right? Now we just have to loosen this up a bit. Take this off. There we go. So let's just slide off real quick. Now we're taking these. We're taking the longer pieces. These I'm going to redo in PTG because those are going to look cool in PTG. Now we need what? M3x20s. Here we are. So for these, we're going to go ahead and put screws through, right? And then we're going to just pop the bolt on just like that. Just thread a little bit into the nut. We're just going to repeat that for the rest of these. Put the button head actually through the side where that little groove is. So you want the groove closest to the button head and furthest away from the hex nut. You'll see why later. If you ever have had a architect lamp, you'll know why. All right. So your assemblies should look like this. Your button head is again closest to that groove, and then the actual hex nut is the furthest away. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to slide those on just to about half the middle point, just like right there. And we're going to use our smaller tool to tighten that down. Now, you don't want to tighten this down tight because we're going to move them later. But you want them sticking out like this. We're going to go ahead and flip it over and do it to the other side. You want these to be even. So right at the same point. You don't want them to be too far off. Otherwise, you're going to cause some oddities. We will position these more appropriately later. They look like they're supposed to be more like 2/5. Not necessarily in the middle. So we're going to position those correctly later on. But with those in place, we can go ahead and put these back on. We're just going to go ahead and do that. Yeah. My recommendation absolutely is going to be do the arms first. These are going to be your simplest assemblies to do, and they're going to be your easiest assemblies to do. When you're screwing these in, screw in that top bolt first, because that's going to keep it flush against the bottom. If you do the sides first, you may not get it to be properly flush. In fact, I'm going to loosen mine up here, just to make sure that they are properly flush. Squareness is not critical, but it's nice. There we go. Now, that is it? What? Okay, there is a pin that goes through here. Let's go ahead and grab that. Here is additional hardware that we will need. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. It's just like precisioned. All right, so let's look at this assembly here. The rear bracket lets isolate you. Oh, so does no pin go in there? That just sits on top? Let's see, inspect. Yeah, that's just it. Okay. Okay, so this goes in there. And that just goes like this. Okay. That is a prime candidate for being made of orange. Oh, this is coming together really quick. Holy crap. Okay. We will get to that part in a moment. Let's go ahead. And let's put this on. Just jump right into that. So I believe here are M5 by 10s. So I am under the impression. So that's truss heads. Here's M5 by 30. So here we are. Ooh, hold on. M10. Oh, hold up. This goes right there. Which makes so much more sense. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay. Right, I don't actually have scissors right now. Okay. Oh, I did something wrong. I'm a dunce. I didn't realize I did that backwards. This is accidentally rotated 90 degrees. Oh, right. I didn't actually take out that screw. Come on. There you go. Let's see that these haven't had layer shifts. That's good. Okay, back to this. Okay. Go. Oh, that. What the? Come on, stay in there. No, stay in. Those really want to leave the little sockets there. That's too small. Nope. Do I have an Allen key large enough for that? I do, I just don't have any apparently on hand. All right, I'm going to want to use this. This is going to hurt my goddamn wrists. Yep, there we go. Gotta get that through. All right, look at that. First piece done. I'll grab one of these. Place that there. We're gonna have this done by the end of the day. Or end of the stream. That's a pretty cool. Oh. Oh, come on. Seriously? There we go. All right. Let's see what's next. All right, so we're going to do the other side of the assembly. Oh, right. Putting to the plastic. There we go. Oh, did I do that? I did that backwards. Okay, undo what I just did. Pay attention to where the magnet goes, because that is very important, and I flopped on that. Okay, so we do this again. Okay, yep. Orientation. Okay, that's not going in at all. So let's go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now that's the correct orientation. Okay, now we do this to the other side. So this is meant to be like that. Ooh, caught it. So this will go on the top. Okay, that goes through. Ooh, oh, back. Oh, shit. Ah, come on, seriously? Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, and now, very importantly, this goes this way. Okay, just gotta in there without these slipping out. There we go. All right, we'll do filming giveaway in like 15 minutes or something. Go. Boom. So now, let's see, how do we put this together? Okay, oh, so a cap. Oh, that's an accent piece. Oy. Let's see, how did they accent this? Oh, I see how they did that now. I wish I looked at the CAD before I picked my colors. It's whatever. We'll accent this out. This is a relatively easy assembly to redo, so this shouldn't take us much time to just re-accent parts. Like, this part is going to be easy to re-accent. I'll easily be able to make that orange. But let's see. I believe those are not by 8s. What are those? What is that screw type? M3 by 10. M3 by 10 socket hat. Socket cap. Did I just run out of those? Socket hat, yeah, hexagon M3 by 10. Oh, wait. That's M3 by 20. That's M3 by 8. This is nuts. Huh, weird. I seem to be lacking M3 by 10s. Huh. Hey, that's fine. I have none? What? How do I not have any? I have M3 by 8s. Huh. Maybe I'm either missing it or I've misplaced it, as per usual with me. So let's see here. I have M3 by 10. No, I don't. Those are empty. Huh. Well, M3 by 12 should work just fine. Let's grab 4 of these. Yeah, this should work. Okay. I hope. It either will or it won't. It's only one way to find out. Oh yeah, M3 by 12 works fine. That works perfectly fine. They're not in the tray at the bottom piece of the arm. No, there's two. There's 2 of them there. I have 2 M3 by 10s, or no, those are M3. Yeah, M3 by 10s. So I'm using M3 by 12s, but this looks like it's designed to fit up M3 by 8 by 16 or something. Because M3x12s fit in this perfectly. So, yeah, no problems at all. Yeah, none. So this works. There we go. Look at that. Okay, now let's see here. So these are M3x12's button head. M3x12's button head. Here we are. Okay. What do you get put in you? Oh, that's a heatset insert. Okay, so we got heatset inserts to insert. Okay, so how many heatset inserts do we have? We have 15. Interesting. Okay, so I need 4 right now. Fun. Okay. Oh. Oh, they're going to their new home now. How did I mess this up? On. Oh, I see. Okay. So M3. Yeah, hex. Or that. All right. Yep, 19. Turn it on. Man, it's like I'm making a tool specifically to help me with this specific part. Don't really want to press it up against here because I don't want to scar the surface, but go, and then down over here. Eh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Now we use these and these. Okay. Where's the other two? There's one. All these clips will be made out of PTG. I'm done. There we go. We're almost done here. Yeah, and like AMS, we'll do a giveaway. Yeah, we are almost done here. So okay, so that's turned around. It's gonna go that. This is so cool. Okay. Hey, Callie. Okay. I know this is riveting content. Man, I kind of wish I was actually riveting, because that'd just be really punny.
What happens when life breaks down? God himself puts his arms around you.
I wish there was a way for me to be like, hey, don't play this song. Nice. I would like to avoid songs in this playlist that have lyrics to them, because it can be distracting. No, I love how I said this is going to be a early stream, or not a late stream. And here I am, you know, almost 3 hours in. The new Tingy Handle driver Fabrico has listed. I think Fabrico has this. This is from KB3D, this kit. And I can already tell you this is awesome. This is so cool. I'm going to love this so much, man. Yeah, this is from KB3D. I posted the link earlier. If you use my link, you get 5% off. Oh, you're asking about this, the new T-Hound driver. Yes, this, sorry. Yes, this was a gift to me from LDO for Christmas. Um, sorry, I just realized what you were asking about. Yeah, this thing's awesome. I love this. It is very configurable. Because, like, say, hey, I need, more leverage. I can just detach one of its arms, move it to the other side, and then from here, I can just do that much easier. Or, say I really want a long driver, just do that, and then boom, now I have a really long driver. Or I want to extend, like, that as part of the ratchet. This thing's awesome. It's such a simple design, but honestly has saved my hand from a lot of stress. Speaking of stress, man, whew, my wrists are not all happy about this. In fact, I'm going to swap this up. Use this. There we go. I gotta do the filament giveaway, but I really want to just put this last screw in. This is cool. And it actually, like, the part actually stays level. Like, there's no way for me to tilt this. Oh, this is so cool. Now, okay, so we're gonna just hang these here. Where's the other? Oh, here it is. Okay, so now we're gonna move. Oh, wrong one. These up. Okay. Yeah, that looks to be about right in terms of length of the springs. And that's holding its position really easily. I need to loosen up these a little bit. Oh, that's much easier. Yeah, with those loosened up, that is just so much easier. Need to loosen these up a bit. Oh. Oh, butter. Oh, butter. Slide that into place. Yeah, I do love the black magic. I'm gonna swap some of these pieces out for orange. Just to make it pop a bit more. But yeah, this is a good looking color. I'm gonna swap these clips out for PTG because right now they're PLA. So I'm not gonna install any of these. I'm gonna reprint those in orange PTG. But yeah, that's it. Okay, let's do a filament giveaway. All right, let's go ahead and close these responses. I don't know if Skyrim is a legitimate submission, but you know what? We'll roll with it for now. Okay, so that should be 16 names. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Go back 3 space. Really? Okay. Don't get rid of that. All right, window capture. Where is Vivaldi? There we go. All right. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And spin. Let's see who wins. Oh, DIY Maker Mindset. Friend, are you here? Is DIY Maker Mindset with us currently? Give them a minute. While we give them a minute. Oh, hey. Well, there you go, friend. You have won. Let's see what filament you have selected. I'm curious. All right, so let's see here. DIY Maker Mindset. Where is your thing? There you are. All right, you got... Ooh, Nightshade. Nightshade is an amazing color. I personally love it. It's very similar to this Dark Magic, but it is really, really good. I actually might reprint some of this in like a Nightshade, since this is a lot of PLA. I might actually do that, all things considered. But yeah, that is a really good color. I'm going to go ahead and get that processed for you. Let me go ahead and enter all that information. Give me a second here. Okay, for a second I thought I was still screen sharing, and I was gonna be like, oh no! Alright. So give me a second here. Enter all your information. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm gonna have to reach out to you and get more information, because it looks like I need a lot more. But yeah, so I will email you, Maker Mindset, and we will get all the information that we need in order to get that done. Okay, there we go. I just sent you an email asking for additional information so I can get that sent over to you. Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys for that. We have one more to do. Actually, you know what? How about this? I will save the next filament giveaway for probably Saturday or Sunday. So I'm going to reprint some of these parts, and I want to obviously get the super glue that we need to finish this. So I'm going to reprint some of this so that we can actually do that. Let's see. Do I have... Oh, sweet. I do. Okay, so... Okay, these connector pieces we're going to redo in orange. I'm going to do them in PTG. I do have some Prusa PLA, so I'll be able to do that for the super glue pieces. And then this top piece will also be orange, and all the connector pieces. So that will give us a nice two-tone look. I'm going to go ahead and get those started. But, all right. Honestly, that's it for the stream tonight, guys. This is awesome. I love the range of motion I'm getting out of this. This is sweet. This whole kit, if you don't have the soldering iron, it's less than $100. Without the soldering iron, it's less than $100. So, hey, check out KB3D if you are interested in getting this. It's super cheap, and this was a quick, easy build. We just did this in under an hour and a half. Yeah, under an hour and a half, because our first hour was me just blabbering on about yesterday. So yeah, check this out at KB3D. I know a few other people might be carrying it, but check this out, KB3D. This is a really stupid easy build to do. And honestly, this was fun. This was really fun to do. And feel free to use this video as a little guide on how to do it. You really don't need instructions. This was really self-explanatory. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Hey. Remember that you can do whatever it is you set your mind to. And if you don't really know what it is you want to do yet, that's okay. It's okay to not know what you want to do. But don't stop looking. Don't stop exploring. You'll find what it is that you truly love in time. And fulfillment will happen. You don't know what life's going to bring to you. So make sure to hug yourself more. Volunteer for a cause you believe in. And just be kind to each other. Be an inspiration to the next ones that come after us. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'll see you either tomorrow or on Sunday. So get subscribed and, ring the bell icon so that you can get a notification when we go. All right. Have a good night. Bye.